What is up, YouTube? I'm Wangle, and today I got a very special video for you today. I was invited to an early access content creator test session, and I was able to get a full video of Zinx. This will be coming out the day before the patch, so you guys get a little bit of a sneak peek as to what to expect tomorrow. We played with all the changes. I'm going to have a couple videos coming out in the next couple days. Every single day, expect an upload on my channel, at least for the week of 1.0. I got a couple set up ahead of time, so make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It's a bit of a new video for me. I've never done live commentary on a video before, so let me know how it goes. Let me know if there's any other characters you'd want to see. I have a couple set up already that are pre-recorded, but any that I missed, let me know in the comment section. I'll try and get around to them after the patch is dropped. But without further ado, let's get into the video. First look at Zinx on the new Predecessor 1.0 patch. I'm super excited to get into this. I don't really know how to play her completely going into this blind. Don't know anything. So we have our Ricochet, we have the Bad Medicine, which does damage, and we have our heal. I think I'll take the Bad Medicine first so we can have a little bit of poke in lane. We got a Wraith ADC with us. We're against a couple people that you might recognize the names of. This is going to be my first video that I've done live commentary for. Every other video on my channel has been kind of taken directly from my Twitch VODs, so let me know how I do. Give me some kind of feedback, because this is something completely new for me. I'm putting myself in a new position here. So we're gonna walk through it. Learn how to do it as we go, but we're starting in the duo lane a bit here. We're going to try and get a little bit of poke onto this Rongo early, hit him with the Bad Medicine, and I think that's what we're going to be playing for a lot early. It's just a bit of poke, because we're going to miss that one, unfortunately. You hate to see it. I don't know what their Ziggs took. I don't think they took the Bad Medicine. We're going to do a little bit of trading here. But there's a couple big changes coming in the 1.0 patch. There's a lot of clarity and new things for new players. There are ping changes. We're going to hit level 2 here. I'm going to get my stun. We're going to hit the Drongo. We're going to keep fighting him. We got our passive, we're moving quick, and we're going to use it to disengage a little bit. I'm going to walk in here, use a health potion, and drop a ward on the blue buff. When you have early lane pressure, it's always good to walk in and drop a deeper ward on the blue side. At least I find. I'm going to keep trying to poke a little bit, kind of playing it like a Bellica support. Maybe should have taken mana regen to start. I'm going to hit the Drongo here. The stun's going to bounce. It's going to hit the Zinx too. I'm going to get my passive. Going to keep hitting a little bit. I'd like to get my heal here. Should have my heal up in a couple minions off this wave. So I can start giving it to my ADC so we can take more trades. I think they definitely win earlier, especially with the mana situation. Man situation kind of rough for our duo lane. I'm going to keep my Wraith topped up, tip-top shape, ready to go. They have mana and we don't, which might be a little bit of an issue. So I'd kind of like to reset in a second here, get some mana regen. I don't really have anything. I don't have a stun here, and unfortunately my Wraith is going to go down for it. A little bit over-aggressive. My Feng Mao's coming. I don't really have anything for you. Gonna get blinks out on a couple people here. Maybe my Feng Mao gets to get out and live. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, he does. Kind of a weird position. I very much want to back. It just hit level 4. There maybe is a world that I can kill the Drongo. I'm going to put another point into my Bad Medicine. We're gonna get flash out on the Drongo. Didn't realize my Wraith was coming. I should be fine. I stun him and I flash away. I think I might die. Yeah. Unfortunately gonna go down. Get hit by the hook. Our Wraith can do some damage. We trade flashes at least. A little bit of a rough start here. I'm gonna get the mana regen first because I think if I have mana regen, I'm able to heal my ADC more, which means that we can lane better. And we trade junglers. My Wraith gets the kill. You love to see that. I'm coming back. The Zinx is low. Maybe something I can do here. I can keep my Wraith healed up, so I don't think he has to back. Very similar to kind of how you'd play Narbash. You're able to trade a lot in the lane. Trade your health bar, and then I'm able to heal him up. Okay, he's just committing to backing, so I'm going to chill in the lane for a bit. Just kind of do a little bit of sightseeing. A couple last hits here and there while my ADC is gone. I'm looking for the Zinx. I think the Zinx might be pulling. He's pulling the gold buff. I'm going to see if I can yoink it. Unfortunately not. Do a little bit of damage. We're chilling here. I do have my Wraith back. Believe the Zinx had to reset, so I'm going to look for an engage here. I missed my slow, unfortunately. I'm going to keep hitting. Wraith missed snipe as well. A little sad, but Drongo takes a good amount of damage for free. Has to use a health potion. This is where I'm going to drop another ward into this blue side, and that's quite sad timing. I'm going to get my movement speed and just speed away. Going to get the 5 stacks of my passive and just get to waddle away. Right on out of there. We see the Richter now because of my blue side ward. That was very unfortunate timing for the Richter gang. Literally as I stepped into the jungle, he stepped into the lane. We're going to scale up a little bit here. We hit level 5. Got level 3 on our bad medicine. I think that's how I'm going to level up my abilities. Is just leave it at level... I'm going to leave it at level 3. It's a good poke tool at the minute. I'd like to get my passive here so I can back up, get a bigger heal onto my Wraith. When you get the 5 stacks of her passive, that's when you kind of want to look for a heal more often, or you want to look for a heal because you have 5 stacks of your passive. I'm going to hit both with the stun. We're going to take the Drongo out. I think the Zinx is going to get out. Unless the Fang Mao is going to look to dive. I see you. Okay, I'm going to heal you up. So the dive doesn't even matter. And that's a really good turnaround for this lane. I'd like to push this in. It's kind of unfortunate that my Wraith wants the back, so I'm just going to push this in on my own. I'm going to use my abilities. Just get it to crash. We have our ult now, though, so we can... Now the real fun begins. Now you get the real access to Zinx. We also have our Marshal online, which is also pretty massive for us. And there we go. Now we're having a good amount of time. I've taken a bit of farm, but it's mainly... I only take it when my ADC has left the lane. Usually wouldn't recommend having this amount of last hits so far. I'm coming. If he could live a little bit. Unfortunately, he just gets walked at and falls to the Zinx, or to the Drongo. A little bit sad. A bit of a sad situation. I'm going to try and hold this just in front of the tower. They're going to do Fangtooth here, but I do get a little bit of a freeze. They're on Fangtooth. I'm going to ping do Orb because they're on Fang. So my team is able to trade for free. Or they should be able to trade for free. My Feng Mao's doing the Orb now. That's actually kind of a nice thing I just realized. If you hit a minion one time, you're able to get all 3 of the stacks on your crest. So for those that don't know, every, what, 20 seconds, I believe, you get a stack as a support. When you hit a minion, you get gold, or you can hit anything. But because of the passive on her, I believe it's her heal. The heal has a passive that makes you do dot damage over time on basic attacks. So when you hit a minion one time, it's going to hit them enough times to get all 3 of your stacks gone. I think I'm just going to help push this in. We don't want this to get frozen. And their mid laner is missing. I'm going to hit the stuns, and we're just going to walk out of here, I think. I'm going to res him, see if he can get him out. I'm going to hit the stuns. He's low, but they had to spend a little bit extra time. They're all getting low here. I'm going to heal my Faye up. My Feng Mao should clean here. I'm going to hit a stun as well. Heal him up as well. And ends up being a 3 for 2 in our duo lane. It's very sad that my Faye and my Wraith did fall. I did my best to try and keep him alive. But, you know, stuff happens. I think we're going to put levels into the heal. I could have put a level into the heal during that fight. Because I just had 2 levels to put into it. So maybe it could have saved somebody. Unfortunate. But I think the way that you level up the abilities on this character is you want to put 3 points into your bad medicine, which is your E. It's the pool of damage. Allows you for good poke early. And then once you have 3 points, that's kind of a decent amount of poke, and you can put the rest into the heal. And then I think after you finish the heal, you can look to either go full into the ricochet for the stun, but I don't think that the stun duration gets increased by very much when you level it up, and I don't think the cooldown gets decreased by much. So I think finishing the bad medicine and then having your ricochet be the final thing that you level up is how I would recommend doing it. Obviously, that could change. Maybe I'm wrong. This is my first time playing the character, but that's just my first opinions. And then we're going to go Lunaria second for the heal. The bump up to the heal. I'm stunning a couple of them. Got a 3-man. Seeing what else I can do. Get a little bit of poke in here. Some decent damage throughout. Get rid of that ward that was there. They're still over here. They definitely want this tower. Tower's like half HP. Might take a peek into the jungle here just to see if I can go mid. I'm gonna do a little bit of a roam here. My Feng Mao's in. We get the Zinx sold out. I'm stunning the Richter. He blinks in. I'm gonna put my ult onto the Faye. She's gonna blink out. I think that ability is gonna be very good for when you have a coordinated team, being able to tell them to keep fighting. I'm gonna heal my Faye up a little bit. I think that did get out. Unfortunate. The Drongo comes out, jump scares me a little bit, and my Faye dies too. Very, very sad ending to a pretty good sequence. I do kind of wish my Faye had saved her flash, but it is what it is. We're gonna keep moving towards this Lunaria. So the way Lunaria works, it was kind of a bad item. I think everyone kind of just agreed. There's no point in building that item. But I think it is very much an item that is designed for Zinx. I think the only other character that could have maybe done something with it is Muriel. But the issue with it on Muriel is it doesn't have haste, and I think haste is... Oh, it does have haste. I'm tripping. It doesn't have mana regen, so it is like kind of weird. That was the thing. It doesn't have mana regen, so it's kind of weird to fit into a build. Oh, that's very sad.
Sorry.
I tried to heal the Fang and accidentally hit the Wraith. That's on me. But Lunaria, kind of, you know, there's just kind of better items for Muriel. You get ones that are going to give you more shields.
Enemy missing mid.
I'm not going to let him hook me. Just going to flash out before that. Heal up my Wraith a little bit.
Thanks.
We also took Silentium this game. Allows me to have a silence for the Gideon. Means that I can throw my stun out to engage and then still have the silence. It's also really good for the Countess. Because Countess can be pretty slippery, difficult to lock down and hit. So Silentium goes crazy this game, I think. Gonna get a little bit of a walk around him. I got silenced. I was gonna revive myself there. Very sad moment. That was the moment that I wanted to use my res, but got hit by the Richter silence. Gonna get walked down a little bit. Thought we could have done a little bit more there. We got our Lunaria though. I think this is the point where I'm gonna start roaming around the map. So I think we might need... I think I might want to go Galaxy Grieves here. And I'm going to start with the Polar Treads. They give me the out of combat movement speed, which as support, very, very important. I wasn't able to pick him up. I maybe could have stayed a couple seconds, but Polar Treads are just... Like, you can build this second on any support, and it's probably worth it. Because the out of combat movement speed to just roam around the map is so important. You can be at so many different fights. We're going to clear this wave so that the tower doesn't go down. Then we're just kind of chilling for the minute. I might sit mid here for a little bit. I don't know if there's much for me to do in duo lane. I'm going to secure this right river buff for my team. There's a pink river buff on the left here. Gonna keep pinging for my Fae. I'll face check it. Gonna silence. Unfortunately. We just take 2 ults to the face. Any of my team can fight though? No, unfortunately not. There's just a Countess and a Richter ult on me. Very, very sad moment. Empty on the Grux with the mini prime. He's looking to take a bit of a fight here. I think he should win this. He's 2 levels up with the mini prime. He's focusing the Countess. Okay, yeah. It's fine. They used a lot of things on me. A lot of abilities, a lot of ultimate cooldowns. My Grux able to get a double kill. Sometimes it feels bad to die, but sometimes it is worth it in the long run. Gideon with the double kill. I'm coming. I'm going to let him know that I have the heal for him. He was just out of range. I'm so sad, man. Getting a successful res on this character, kind of difficult. I can't lie. Kind of a lot of moments where the res almost happens, and just something gets in the way. Yeah, you don't get to reset there. Who do you think you are? Do we have rewinds? I think we could have rewound him there. Unlucky. We did have rewind. I think we could have killed him, but... committing to not. I'm gonna miss that stun, unfortunately. Just out of range. It is pretty difficult to tell the ranges on this character right now, at least for me. We do get the Drongo. I was able to keep my Wraith alive for a bit longer. Let's see if I can stand with them. I'm just going to stay for the Fangtooth. However, it's kind of a weird one with me being as low as I am. This corridor is actually a lot bigger than it used to be. Just going to chaperone them out. I have to reset here, so we're going to go back. I got full Galaxy Greaves here. Means I can be a little bit more defensive with how I play. Give me an extra mobility tool with the 0G jump. So if I get caught in something, can just boing right out of there. Okay, my Fengmao gets out. Does my Fae? I think this tower goes down. I'm just gonna take a little bit of a jump, walk away from that Richter.
Enemy missing mid.
I would like to get a good use of my ultimate. I think this ultimate is very strong, but it's very difficult to communicate to your teammates about it. Like, it's either very situational or very much kind of something that you need to play around. So if you're not in comms with people, it can be difficult, I think, to like let people know, hey, yo, I'm gonna ult you here. But I think some of the stuff that you'll see people do with it will be really cool. I think we're gonna roam around here. Seems to be a big fight going on. If I can get to my Fengmao, it's massive. I got him. Saved. I'm gonna heal him. Just keep him that much more alive. We're gonna get the rewind on the Drongo. Heal him up again. He's going back in. I'm gonna keep walking in here. We're gonna hit the stun. Get silenced. Oh my. That's the kind of fight that you want to see with Zinx. Came in, kept my Fengmao just barely alive with the ult and the heals. And in the end, he ends up cleaning up everybody. This is the type of support that you want. You love to see it, as a certain Joe yours truly might say. I'm just gonna take this if nobody else is. I'm such a... As cringe as it might be, for all those support kittens out there, this is the character for you. No shame in it, no shame in it. If that's how you like to play your games, this is the character for you. Very much, I would say, similar in the category of like people that like to play FaZe, people that like to play Muriel, these types of characters. I think it's going to fit right into your guys' play style. A backline, definitely a backline support, but a character that also has a lot of ability to make things happen. I'm gonna put my revive onto my Fae. She's gonna go down here. I'm gonna get walked at by the Richter. If I can get the stun onto him, I'm out. I'm gonna get a big heal onto my Fae. And the Richter maybe goes down. Okay, he's gonna get revived as well. Stun onto there. Unfortunately, Oh, just on the edge of that Gideon ult. Almost got out of it. My Grux is in there though. He's swinging. I think he wins these, so it should be overall a win for us in the fight. He hit the Zinx. He has red buff. He should be faster with the knockup. Oh, a little bit of movement, but I feel it actually feels so good, like supporting people on this character. I don't know what it is, but just the act of like just keeping people like that little bit, because especially with how her heal works. For those that don't know, her heal heals people more the lower health that they are. So usually you want to prioritize healing the lower health targets, the people that are closer to death, and you'll get bigger jumps in their HP bar, which feels it feels really good, just keeping like the people that are on the edge of death in the fight, and then giving them just a massive chunk of health back so that they can continue fighting, or that they're able to get back into a fight if they're out of it. It feels very, very satisfying. And when you get a successful res off, you keep one of your teammates alive, it's just all the better. I'm gonna see maybe if we can do something here. I'm going to need to. Okay, a couple flashes in. That's very sad that she stasis. I'm gonna hit a couple people with a stun, but there are a lot of buttons that you feel like you need to press in a team fight. It is pretty difficult. I think we're gonna go for a sneaky orb play here. Our jungler's dead, but they don't know. They don't have any vision on us. And I can heal this Grux quite a lot. I heal in 1 second again. That is one thing people gotta be aware of, is enemy teams, if they have a Zinx on them, just be aware the amount of healing that this character can do. There might be characters that can two-man something like Prime or Fangtooth. And it's just something that you gotta keep an eye out. Don't want people to get big objectives for free through a little sneaky something. I'm gonna get this, and then I think something like Dynamo does look good. Make them take more damage when they get immobilized. We're gonna get the armor component of it. Also, health's pretty good on the support. Makes you feel decent amount tankier. More so than armor, I would say. At least in my opinion. And it does give us that adaptive magical power as well, so works pretty well with Zinx's kit. Don't really see anyone here. I know they placed a ward somewhere, but don't quite know where. This pathway is a lot bigger, by the way. It's unfortunate that I get stunned. I tried to cast on myself. Apparently it's a different button, which I didn't know. I wanted to revive myself there, which is pretty sad to see. So if you're going to ult yourself, it's left click for somebody else, and if you want to ult yourself, it's right click. I definitely maybe could have stayed alive there, at least a bit longer. Maybe got my Wraith out if I was alive. I did have Blink, so maybe could have done something. Was pretty unfortunate though. You don't really want to fight this team when they have Primal. I'm up in 5 here though, getting a little bit of health here. And no objectives for a bit, so we're kind of chilling. Maybe I can help this Grux fight this Countess here. Countess has quite a lot of healing. gonna keep him healed up. Gonna hit the slow. I guess I got the kill. My bad. Gonna keep my Grux healed up. Not gonna let him die. That's my guy right there. Going to ult my Faye. Oh no, don't stasis, man. Okay, wait, she gets it anyway. Keep her healed up. I've healed for the Grux in 2. Oh, very sad. There's so much going on in these fights. I had Talentium in 1 second. I had Talentium in 1 second for the Gideon ult, and I think it would have gone crazy. Ooh. My Wraith just gonna get hit by both the rocks there. Not what you like to see. I feel like I'm doing so much in these fights, but there's so much going on, man. You got the Faye ults, you got the Richter ults. Countess is doing whatever Countess does. Gideon with time warps jumping in and out. Very difficult to keep track of, I would say. Up at 20 though. We got Fangtooth coming up as the next objective. Other team does have third Fang, which is why a lot of these fights feel very difficult, I think. Like my Grux is very fed, my Feng Ma is very fed. So I think I gotta keep them alive as much as possible. Something like Spellbreaker here, I think goes crazy. How much anti-heal do we have? Don't have any real anti-heal so far, so I might go something like Tainted Totem. Just to give my teammates some anti-heal, especially against like the Countess. The Richter's healing a bit as well. And the Zinx, so yeah, I think anti-heal here. Maybe should have gone it earlier. Somebody definitely should have had it, but alas. New tree here, by the way. Pretty cool to see.
On my way right.
That lasts quite a while, to be fair. Oh, he's just gonna get blown up instantly. Gonna throw the stun on them. See if she like flashes onto me or something. Yeah, the amount of healing that they have, probably should have looked into anti-heal earlier, but my bad. The Countess is in, she's looking. I think there's maybe a world we can fight, but also maybe not. They're definitely hitting this objective though. Probably dead to Primal. I got hit by the Zinx once. Unlucky. Countess was just looking for me. Definitely need to get this anti-heal online with the amount of healing. If I built correctly, I probably would have gone it instead of Everbloom. I would have put it here and then maybe had Everbloom instead of Dynamo. Is where I think it would have been better suited. Maybe even instead of Galaxy Grieves. I don't know. Still learning how this character works. I think the next thing is if we can get a kill onto this Drongo maybe. They're not on... They shouldn't be on the orb. It's kind of a W for us. Oh, and the Drongo just barely gets up onto the ledge. That's extremely sad. They're shoving in these lanes. I might need some assistance. We got a decent amount of wave clear, to be fair, for something like for a support character. Feels like I have a decent amount of autonomy. Unfortunately, just gonna miss that. I'm looking with the Feng Mao though. I can heal him, I can give him my ult. I'm gonna heal him, keep him alive. I gotta heal in 3 seconds again. Got another one here. Oh man. Vanquisher. You hate to see it. I did use my ult there, which you also hate to see. Gonna silence her. We're gonna get teleported on by the Gideon. I think my rate's gonna go down. This game's looking pretty doomed. They have a lot of good late game stuff. Okay. Hits him with the old bell dinger. Maybe he gets out. He's got a little bit of footwork. Oh, that was a nice try. That was a nice try. I respect the attempt. This game is looking a little cursed. Might be doomed here. There are 3 dead. They can't do an objective, as far as I'm aware. It's Gideon Zinx. Maybe next team fight, there's something we can do. But yeah, that primal burn absolutely tearing through my team. My Fae went down because of the primal burn with Vanquisher on Drongo passive. Fae does have ult here. Maybe something that can happen. I have reclamation. Something did happen. Unfortunately, it was my Fae going down, but c'est la vie, as the French might say. Alright, we are level 16 now, which is a pretty big spike because we get level 3 ultimate.
Defend mid lane.
My Grux is going to split push right lane a little bit here. I'd like to push out this mid. I'm going to see... Yeah, they're on this. Let's see if Bad News Bears can do his thing. Okay. Unfortunately, slightly too late. He didn't get to do the classic Bad News Bears objective steal. For those that aren't aware, it's kind of his thing. I would like to reset here. I think it's going to be the... I mean, it's going to be the end of my build. I get the full Tainted Totem, which is going to have a pretty big effect in the fights. I don't know. We probably don't win with it. They have Orb now. They have Third Fang still. But, you know, maybe it does something. Maybe it's the missing piece of the puzzle. I get a little bit of wave clear here. My Grux is fully split pushing on left lane. They're not on Fangtooth. There are 4 left. I think they're going to be on Fangtooth in a very short amount of time after that, though. They're not committing to ending this game, though, which is what you like to see in these kind of scenarios. We can maybe stall some stuff out. And that one's a yikes. Alright, Bears. Round 2. I see you. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, gets outsmited by the Richter. I don't know if anyone can outsmite a Richter, just with what Richter does. Because his hook does max health damage to the objective. It might be the #1 single damage to an objective ability. This Countess is going to run at me. Fuck you. Don't care. I'm out of here. I'm gonna bait him, see if I can find them. And unfortunately, that's gonna be a GG. However, I felt like I was doing quite a lot on this character. I feel like this character, in the right hands, is going to be really, really cool. There's a lot of stuff, I guess, that you can do in a fight. A lot of buttons that you feel like you need to press in a really short amount of time. And I think if people can really, really get this character down, I think she's going to be a menace. I don't think she's going to be the easiest, though. I think she's going to take people a bit of time to get used to and really learn how to play around and like play with on your team and play as. And I think she's a really good addition to the cast. I really like the direction that they've gone with her. Provides a lot of high skill. There's a very high skill ceiling for this character, I think. In a very similar way to like how you see high level Muriels can just completely dominate a map. I think that there's a lot of really cool things that you can do with Zinx. And I'm really excited to see how people end up figuring out how to play her. But that's going to be it from me. I'm going to see how much damage I healed. I think that'd be pretty cool to see. 16k, pretty decent amount. Enemy Zinx had a little bit more, but, you know, c'est la vie. And that is going to be it from me today. If you guys enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. If you guys want to check out my Twitch, it's I'm Wangle on Twitch. I'm usually streaming most days. I'm streaming Predecessor, probably grinding ranked as usual. So go consider giving me a follow there as well. And without further ado, that's going to be it for me today. I'll see you guys next time.